It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Love how happy Grant Hines looks in that intro. That is just so epic. And talking about epic today, the show is a marvel. It really is, because we're discussing Guardians of the Galaxy. We showed you the game a little earlier, but I can tell you now, this is a chance for you to get a bit more about your favorite interstellar heroes, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and what's their backstory. That's the big thing. And I think when you know somebody's backstory, you get to know what their biases are, and of course, like their purpose behind what they do and why they do it. So, Grant Hines, let's get into the deep backstory of each character.
Okay, so we're going to just chat about some of the characters, introduce you to the Guardians of the Galaxy, a very important part of the Marvel Universe. I remember when the film came out and a lot of people didn't know who they were. They were like, what is this? Are they just like milking the bottom of the barrel because they've run out of Spider-Man to make movies of? But they're hugely important. And they're going to be hugely important, in my opinion, to the next era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because remember, we've wrapped up the first one with Endgame. And all this new stuff with Eternals. We're going to be starting to ramp up to this new Chapter 2, I like to call it, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And also the fact that Thor, is going to, cross, the Asgardians of the Galaxy and that sort of thing. So I'm excited about this. But first,
we can't get
the
too
basics.
nerdy.
I know, yes, we can't. Right, focus.
Okay, the first character let's chat about is Gamora. Speaking about Thor.
Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Yes.
So Gamora is the last of her species, and if you've watched Avengers, you'll know that Gamora is the daughter of Thor.
Thanos.
Thanos. And obviously, Graham's like, Thanos! See, we all Marvel nerds in here.
Definitely.
Like Shame, she, in the Avengers films, obviously, you know.
Yes, spoiler alert.
Can I spoiler? Okay, if you haven't seen Avengers 3, 2, 1, she was sacrificed for the Soul Stone, which was obviously really sad. But a very pivotal part of the Guardians of the Galaxy as the team as they traverse the universe. And obviously, she was created by the writer Tim Starlin, who's obviously really prolific in the series. And then let's move on to our main character, StarLord. I think StarLord
What a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, yes.
I
find him really irritating.
But I like the fact that he's so almost like relatable because he's from Earth, the 80s music connection.
He's only relatable to you because you're an uncle now.
I am an uncle now, hey, with a beard. Sorry, man. My boy, StarLord. No, but I just enjoyed the fact that there was something about him, something unsuspecting, and also he doesn't really possess any superhero abilities off the bat, which is what I love.
Yes, and we'll get into that in my quiz later when I quiz people about what abilities he has. We're going to be doing that, so you guys can follow at home as well.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
But he is just an average Joe from Earth, has obviously left during the 80s.
Yes.
And is kind of stuck in that time loop, but is traveling space as an 80s human being. Which is very strange, but also creates this really unique character to lead the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's got great leadership abilities, or so we're told. I think he's very annoying as a character. But I don't think he's the best leader of the bunch. I think Gamora is way much a better leader. She knows the entire universe.
I think Drax should be a very good leader.
I think, Drax is a soldier. But let's chat about Drax.
Yes.
So Drax, also known as Drax the Destroyer. Also created by Jim Sharlin and appeared in the first issue of, the 55th issue of the Invincible Iron Man. These characters, the Guardians of the Galaxy, were actually literally pulled together from all these different issues of Marvel comic books and thrown into one series. And Drax is my favorite character, obviously played by Bautista, Dave Bautista in the films, and has this really cool dry sense of humor that he just expounds. And that's why I say he's like a soldier. He sees the world in a very binary way, and you can go like, Drax, we need to do this, and then Drax will do it and do it to the best of his ability.
And he's got, not to be confused with the God of War, because I think there's a little connection there.
There's a little bit of Kratos in there.
Yes, there's a little touch there, but I think that his backstory as well, the fact that in the movies, Thanos killed his wife, he's got this sort of hurt, but at the same time, he adds so much comic relief, which is great.
Yeah, it's strange, right?
It is.
But he's my favorite character in the Guardians series. Then Groot. We know of Groot. Groot is the tree.
I don't know how you remembered all his lines in the movies.
I don't know. And wasn't there it was the guy who played him?
Vin Diesel.
No, was it Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
They got like this really famous actor to say "I am Groot." Like
Yes.
100
They
times.
could have got him to say, like, you know, I'm family. At least once, but okay, it was, I'm Groot. Yeah, but it was
great.
cool. He's got the depth in his voice and it made sense. And I think it was fun to have Vin Diesel a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in some way without riding a car.
Yes, yeah, that is true. I really enjoyed Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick.
I love that too.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I want more. I want more Vin Diesel like that.
So
please.
true.
Less Fast and Furious, more Chronicles of Riddick. But anyway, Groot is great. He only has one line, but everybody can understand what he's saying.
I'm Groot.
Because that's one of StarLord's abilities, is also being able to translate, able to understand many different languages, and including Groot's. And Groot can grow from a sapling to a full tree. So you can see in the films, like the second film, he started off as a sapling.
Yeah.
So, and then grows all the way up to a full tree. And is very endearing. People loved him. You saw the little toys. People love the toys.
Yeah, there's actually a beautiful moment there where he changes that I am Groot line to when he's, sorry, spoiler alert, he saves all of them and in that moment he says, we are Groot, which is beautiful.
Ooh.
I'm actually getting emotional. I'm gonna stop now.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Wait, one last one, which is also, okay, this guy is one of my favorites.
Okay, so Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket.
That was Groot. Rocket Raccoon, a lot of people's favorite. Also, he was voiced in the film
Bradley
by
Cooper,
Bradley
yeah.
Cooper. I just think American Sniper the whole time because he's like
Yeah.
like,
It's been rotating on TV, that's why.
And yeah, he's a talking raccoon. Also got a lot of hurt behind him in his story, but also becomes a form of comic relief, which is great. And also he's become a fan favorite as well. And together, this is the formula for the Guardians of the Galaxy. These are the ones that are kind of all linked to Thanos in a deep way, connected, and they brought that in game to the rest of the Avengers. But then in the next season, there's chapter 2 of the MCU where the Eternals is a part of. I think there's some very important things that are going to happen. If you read the comic books and you follow, that are going to happen in this, the Eternals. I think Silver Surfer's coming back.
Please. I've been wanting that. Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer. Like, I think that's going to be good for me.
Guardians of the Galaxy, great way to team up, intergalactic, the ability to go into space.
And then, of course, bring in Galactus, please. That's what I'm talking about as one of the villains. But thanks a lot, Grant. Backstory is sorted out. There is another movie that everybody is excited about at the moment. It is called Eternals.